So supposedly these are the Hamas boys on a private jet, the architects of this big game, the big winners of this nightmare. You know, we have a lot of talk, genocide here, genocide there, war, terrorist, a game of words. And I'm going to try to help you, as my fans here on Trax News, to discern the truth from fiction, to give you a real perspective of the world the way it is. Because this is how it really works right here. Here you have, this is how people perceive me. Maksud, as though that's a Jewish name, is not biased at all, guys. He doesn't live in a Jewish neighborhood, and only 99% of the business with it are Jewish. So here I'm Jewish, and then you scroll down to another comment, and then this guy's like, hey, Turk, are you also going to show the video where they drag a Palestinian tied to a car, stuff that Turks did to Armenians? So am I a Turk? Am I a Jew? Am I this? Am I that? No, I'm me. I have a mixed heritage, what I enjoy, but that's beyond your comprehension, because most people just want to label somebody as an enemy. Here we're in New York City. We conduct business and build a society under Western and French Enlightenment thinking, for the most part. Right? I'm not here to relive wars between Turks and Armenians, or Gaza and IDF and Palestine and so on and so forth, right? Because I don't want to participate in the hatred and the violence. But people don't understand that, and that's why we have the situation that we have. Everybody has to pile on, everybody has to play the game. They're either putting on a missing poster or tearing it down or doing one thing or another. So, what do we know so far about whatever it is? In no way, shape, or form do I personally, if you want to call me a Jewish person or whatever it is, do I condone the indiscriminate bombing where these kids are dying and so on and so forth. To me, it looks like a really big game where they're pushing these people out of there, destroying the neighborhoods with these tunnels and these stories. Now, my understanding of that is that that's a scary thing. The attacks were allowed to happen, so to speak. So they had a justification to play out this big game as other people are behind it all. Now, that's my, interpretation of it. That's my understanding, because I'm not going to sit here, whether I'm a Jewish person or of Azerbaijan or Muslim, I'm not going to sit here and these are my people, this is my land, and all this other crazy shit that some of the people out there are doing, right? I want to have the understanding of the humanity behind it. But on the other hand, there's a big game at play. But as a Jewish person, I'm not going to sit here. To be Jewish is not about Israel. It's not about anything other than worshiping God and trusting God. And as a God-fearing person and a God-loving person, I don't want to see kids without legs and arms or their skulls crushed. It's not something I want to see and participate in over a terrorist attack or so on and so forth. So when you see these children and their blood and all this other stuff, who do you blame? Well, you have to share the blame between Hamas and obviously Netanyahu, who's thinking this is a great idea and play this game. All right, so it's either the private jet boys over here and their counterpart, and they use the people as pawns in between. These are the people to blame, if you ask me. A lot of people say, what was October 7th? All right, October 7th happened. I wouldn't mind encircling Gaza and rooting it out, and if there was some small collateral damage, maybe I would accept it as a general. But the bombing and the human shields and this shit is disgusting. And the real people that are responsible are chilling and popping off. Who knows where they're going, what's really going on. Joe Biden is a fucking idiot. The clown show right here, of course. Then you have fraud in the world. Be always on guard for fraud. Look at this piece of shit. I can't get over him. The richest 30-year-old in the world. Now he's in a cell because people get duped, and that's that. This is the.
If you can't give us some financial support, okay, please give us a credit.
Right. So needless death and killing and savagery. Right. So let's see what else is going on in the news. Let's see what this guy said.
Here in Gaza City, we are here next to a house of a terrorist. His house is right next to a school. His house is 200 yards from the hospital.
Okay, well, I'm sure it is. And that's why everybody has to share the blame for this killing and all this violence. They got to go in there. They got to clear out Hamas, and that makes perfect sense to me. But the bombing and this and that, it's all a little bit too much. But what's the point of it all? The point of it all is if you're lucky enough not to be out there and deal with this fucking problem, keep your fucking mouth shut, right? You're in the comments telling me I'm a Turk, or telling me I'm this, or telling me I'm that, or telling me I'm Jewish, or telling me I'm here, telling me that. The fuck are you starting a problem for? The problem is you in that fucking case. Okay, whatever.